Could not be more excited to welcome back to the show one of my favorite guests, the former national co-chair of the Bernie 2020 campaign, former Ohio State Senator, and currently the strategic delegate advisor for rootsaction.org. Nina Turner, welcome back to the Damage Report.
Thanks, John. Great to be back with you.
Glad to have you here. I know that your organization has a battle on its hands right now. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the work that your group is doing?
To make sure we keep the Bernie delegates in general across the country motivated and focused that our movement is still very young, but we are powerful and we have to keep going. But particularly what's happening in California is that the delegates in that great state are pushing for Congressman Ro Khanna to be the 2020 California chair of that delegation, which I certainly believe, along with Roots Action, Our Revolution, PDA, Progressive Democrats of America, that is important because Senator Sanders won that state. And what better show that unity is a real thing, not a fake thing, but that is really real, than to allow those delegates to have a transparent election process and make sure that we get to push Congressman Ro Khanna, that it's real and it's not going to be just a hand-picked person.
Yeah, so, I mean, Bernie dominated in California. Ro was involved in the campaign. So it makes perfect sense.
John.
Exactly. So it makes perfect sense he would be involved. What is the argument for Gavin Newsom as a potential alternative? Why would he be the pick alternatively?
Maybe tradition. You know, there's a certain tradition in these state parties, as you know, and tradition sometimes outweighs accountability, transparency, and having a full democratic exercise here. And that is what is needed, especially after what happened in 2016. And if the Democratic Party really wants to show and extend an olive branch to the progressive wing of the party, making sure that Congressman Ro Khanna is the next co-chair of the California delegation, or next chair, excuse me, of the California delegation will go a long way. And because Senator Sanders won that state, Congressman Ro Khanna represents that strength in terms of Medicare for all. I mean, John, you know all the issues that progressives have been fighting for and continue to fight for. Who better to lead that and to be the bridge than Congressman Ro Khanna? And John, let me throw out Our Revolution, because that was one of the organizations that I think I neglected to say, but there are a cohort of progressive organizations helping the California delegation push this.
Mm-hmm. So let's say that you're successful in this push. Congressman Khanna becomes the leader of that delegation. What is the idea of some of what they might be able to accomplish at the convention?
Well, for him to continue to use his voice as he used it on the campaign trail, as he is using it presently in the Congress, he could bring that force, the largest state in the country, the largest delegation, and bring that force to bear at the Democratic convention in August and continue to push for the progressive ideas, which, by the way, John, we keep calling them progressive, but the last time I looked at numbers, is not just progressive. It is what most Americans want, which is universal health care, making sure people are paid a living wage, taking care of the environment, infrastructure, doing something with police reform and criminal justice reform in this country. All of those things, Congressman Ro Khanna continues to fight for, and for him to have that strong voice with the backing of the largest state in the union would be quite a statement.
Well, also Congressman Khanna does. So let's loop back for your action with Roots Action. People watching this, is there anything they can do to help increase the odds that Congressman Khanna ends up leading that delegation?
Yes, if they live in California and they're not necessarily a delegate, just reach out and support those delegates, get the word out, use their social media platforms. If they are delegates in the great state of California, make sure that they're ready, that they're at that virtual meeting, and that they cast their ballot for Congressman Ro Khanna. We got to be bold in this moment. And this is not being against anybody else. This is pro Congressman Ro Khanna, so that he can represent the interests, not only of the great state of California, but the interests of the progressive movement at the Democratic National Convention.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.